After a mostly dry winter, the South Plains saw its most significant snowfall of the season this week. Coming up, we'll let you know how the unexpected storm affected the university's schedule.
Before the snow hit, a couple campus groups held events to give students some options to continue their college education well beyond the Texas Tech campus. Find out how two colleges promoted some international opportunities next.
And the Texas Tech men's basketball team braved the cold on Tuesday in hopes of rebounding after a tough loss against Kansas over the weekend. But could the Red Raiders get back in the win column? We'll have all the details on that game and more in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Krizia Williams.
And I'm Karda. Classes are back in session today after the Tech campus got an unexpected winter weather holiday for most of the day on Wednesday.
That's right, Sarah. And at approximately 11 a.m. yesterday morning, classes were officially dismissed after snowfall blanketed the campus. Starting on Tuesday, the South Plains expected a cold front that dropped temperatures and brought in snow showers later that evening. The snow in combination with icing on the road caused campus officials to delay classes until 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning. But 30 minutes before classes started, a whiteout hit the Lubbock area, dumping half an inch of snowfall throughout the city in less than an hour. Right after the snow showers let up, campus officials made the call to go ahead and cancel classes for the remainder of the day. The campus holiday gave many students an excuse to go outside and enjoy the winter wonderland, resulting in snowball fights and some artistic creations made of snow. Later yesterday afternoon, warmer temperatures melted off most of the ice and snow from roadways, and classes resumed this morning at 8 a.m. Coming up later in the newscast, MCTV's weather specialist Madison Hartin will have a look at current conditions and snow totals for the area.
This week's surprise winter storm also led to the cancellation of most campus activities and events from Tuesday night through yesterday evening. But before the snow hit, several groups held events around campus. Starting on Tuesday morning, the College of Education held a study abroad fair in the English and Education Building's second floor atrium. Students passing by had the chance to stop and visit with representatives from the college and find out more about options to study abroad outside the United States. The College of Education had international experiences in Chile, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ghana, and Spain. During Tuesday's event, students could apply for each program, learn about the university's study abroad policies and procedures, and even find out about options to help pay for each trip. Students applying for a trip during the event also had a chance to enter a drawing for prizes. The College of Education Study Abroad Fair wrapped up at 3 p.m. on Tuesday, but you still have time to register for upcoming trips this summer. For more information on study abroad options throughout campus, visit studyabroad.ttu.edu and click on the Start Here button near the top of the page.
The College of Education wasn't the only department educating their majors about opportunities outside of the country this week. One of the university's largest colleges also held an event to help their students find out how they could further their college experience beyond the United States. The College of Engineering's Engineering Diplomats hosted the annual International Engineering Fair on Tuesday in the sub-ballroom starting at 10 a.m. Majors in the college were invited to stop by and find out how they could possibly study, intern, research, or even serve abroad. The fair featured various tables with college representatives offering information about options in locations throughout the world. The College of Engineering's international curriculum includes over 1,000 courses in more than a dozen countries. During the fair, students could not only learn about these courses, but they also had the chance to apply for options coming up in the summer and fall of this year. Tuesday's events also featured information about scholarships and financial aid. If you missed Tuesday's International Engineering Fair, the College of Engineering has an entire website devoted to the international program. Just visit coe.ttu.edu and look for the International Engineering Program under the Departments and Programs tab.
In just over a week, couples throughout campus will take time to show their special someone how much they care during the Valentine's Day holiday. But one campus group is also using the Day of Love as motivation to help some local children feel special. On Tuesday morning, the Student Activities Board hosted the Raider Hearts event in the sub across from Copy Mail. During the event, students could stop by and help make some special Valentine's-themed crafts that will be donated to the Buckner's Children's Home. Participants glued together a heart and a popsicle stick and then decorated it to make a unique creation to help brighten the day of a child at the Children's Home. The completed gift, along with some candy, will be delivered later this week.
On Friday, we're doing Valentine's Day at Buckner's, where we have students from Texas Tech coming with the Student Activities Board to volunteer at their Valentine's Day event, and we're just going to be doing some crafts and stuff with them there.
Raider Hearts and Valentine's Day at Buckner's are two of several events that SAB hosts each semester to allow Tech students to give back to the local community. Tuesday's event was free and open to anyone interested in helping out a good cause. Whether or not you stop by the Raider Hearts event, you still have a chance to help bring a smile to a child's face this week. The Valentine's Day at Buckner's event is scheduled for tomorrow evening from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Buckner Children's Home. If you would like to help out with tomorrow's service activity, just visit sab.ttu.edu to find a link to sign up and volunteer.
As we mentioned earlier, the Tech campus became a winter wonderland after a late season storm brought some significant snowfall to the area.
That's right, Krizia. But how much snow did we actually get? And can we expect any more anytime soon? MCTV's Madison Hartin joins us in studio with the latest look at the forecast. Madison?
Thanks, guys. Well, Texas Tech, I would not be expecting any more snow days like we experienced yesterday, at least not anytime soon. Yesterday really was an anomaly when it comes to snow here in the Texas Panhandle, especially because it is so late in the winter season for us. We typically do not see snow this late of the year, but it has been a very odd winter, so nothing is out of the ordinary in West Texas, where the weather is always interesting. For today, looking at our MCTV tower cam, we can see that the snow has melted off due to all this abundant sunshine outside, but if you look at some of the shadier areas on campus, you might be able to see a few patches of snow left, although it's mostly ice right now, so it probably isn't very good to have a snowball fight with. The sun did come out and warm our temperatures up for today, but it still is relatively cool outside. 50 degrees was our high for today, sunny and mild conditions with a north by northwesterly wind coming in at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Now for this evening, that will continue as the wind blows in, with a low dropping down to 25 degrees with clear and cool conditions. Now, what everyone wants to know, how much snow did we actually receive in Lubbock County? Well, for Lubbock, we only got about half an inch of snow totals for the area, which is nothing compared to Snyder, Texas, which experienced 11.1 inches of snow. That is crazy, especially for a place like Snyder that usually doesn't experience much winter precipitation. And the entire Texas Panhandle looked like a winter wonderland outside. Even if they did not get snow proper, most places did experience something like sleet or freezing rain. So really all of West Texas was experiencing this crazy winter that we're having right now. Bringing it back into Lubbock locally, we are going to be seeing another drop in temperatures for tomorrow morning, a low of 26 degrees in Lubbock, with it being slightly warmer out by Moorhead with a high of 26 out there. But it is going to warm up tomorrow, especially because of all this abundant sunshine that we have around. It is going to warm up to 56 degrees, which again is still relatively cool, but it is going to take us a few days to warm up after that extreme snowfall that we had. And again, a little bit warmer out there to the west of us. Bringing it back into Lubbock metropolitan area, we can see for tomorrow, for Friday, we are going to be having a high of 55, a low of 24, and westerly winds coming at 10 to 15 miles per hour. For Saturday, the sunshine will be continuing with a high of 56 and a low of 35. So for the weekend, we will not be dropping back into freezing temperatures, which will be lovely. South by southeasterly wind coming at 10 to 15 miles per hour. First Sunday, partly cloudy skies, but not bad. High of 61, and sorry, it is going to drop back into freezing temperatures for this weekend, but only to about 30. Nothing compared to what we were experiencing yesterday with a low that felt like it was 11 degrees outside. Absolutely miserable. And a northwesterly wind coming at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, the people I would most like to thank for the winter snowstorm yesterday was the city bus drivers. A lot of kids were trapped on campus because they only delayed classes at first. They didn't actually cancel them. So a lot of people came to campus only to be sent back home after cancellations. I would personally like to thank the city bus drivers for braving the conditions and still making sure all the off-campus people did get home safely. I was personally one of them. I was worried about having to brave the storm to get back home, but they got everyone back there safely, and I would personally like to thank all the city bus drivers of Lubbock for doing that for us. I'm Madison Hartin with MCTV Weather. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Madison. After a painful loss to the Kansas Jayhawks over the weekend, the Texas Tech men's basketball team looked for redemption as they returned home to the USA on Tuesday. Fans braved the cold on Tuesday night to watch the Red Raiders take down the Oklahoma Sooners 69-61. Unfortunately, the win didn't come easy for Tech as the Sooners stayed within 4 points of the Red Raiders until the last 2 minutes of the game. Oklahoma even took a 1-point lead into halftime, surprising many who expected a double-digit blowout of the visiting team. A series of free throws by Davide Moretti and TJ Holyfield finally allowed Tech to pull away from the Sooners late in the second half, and Tech took home the win to improve to a 5-4 in conference. Up next, the Red Raiders head to Austin to take on the Texas Longhorns at 8 p.m. on Saturday. The game will be broadcast on ESPN2.
The Lady Raider basketball team has been on a bit of a roller coaster this season, but with the past Saturday's win against Oklahoma State, the team was hoping to start a winning streak as they headed north to face Kansas State. Tech came out ready to play last night, putting up 38 points in the first half and taking an 8-point lead into halftime. The Lady Raiders kept things close throughout the third quarter, but the Wildcats hit their stride and outscored Tech 31-15 in the fourth quarter. K-State took home the win 84-70. 5 Lady Raiders finished the game in double digits with Kristlyn Carr leading the team with 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Brittany Brewer also had a decent night, scoring 12 points along with 7 rebounds and an assist. But the Lady Raiders, who came into last night's game with a new Big 12 record for three-pointers, only hit 7 of 33 outside the arc, and only 1 of 9 during the fourth quarter. Texas Tech returns to the United Supermarkets Arena this weekend to take on the Texas Longhorns on Sunday in the annual Play for K Pink game. Tip-off is set for 1 p.m., and if you can't make it in person, you can also catch it on ESPNU.
The Lady Raider basketball team may be in the home stretch of their spring schedule, but another women's team is about to hit the field to kick off one of their most anticipated seasons in school history. Tomorrow evening, the Texas Tech women's softball team is starting off their season in the Big Easy Classic in New Orleans. Tech's first opponent is the Houston Baptist Huskies, and both teams will hit the field at 9:30 a.m. The Red Raiders are starting off the 2020 season ranked number 18 and 19 in 2 preseason polls. Both rankings are the first time the team has been mentioned in a preseason poll in program history. Tech hopes to hold on to that ranking as they face 5 opponents in 3 days during their weekend's tournament. None of this weekend's games will be televised, but you can keep up with the latest stats and score by visiting texastech.com.
So Sarah, did you have a chance to get outside and enjoy the snow yesterday?
I did. I got to fishtail my entire way off campus.
That's all for today's edition of MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.